Good evening. Good evening, everyone, from Brisbane, Australia. We had a lovely morning today with our dawn service, and it was so good to see the camaraderie between the neighbors and how they all came along at 6 o'clock. A lot of them had candles in their hands just to remember, those sacrificed their life so that we could be here today. It was such a great feeling, even though everyone was standing outside their home. But in a way, it was just unseen beauty or unseen, unfelt emotion where we all connected with each other. So it was absolutely beautiful to see this morning's dawn service. And that's something, and it's so appreciable what the whole Australia has come together with this mission to follow that social distancing and see how we have really made ourselves proud as compared to a lot of other countries. So we're very grateful and very thankful to all the hospital staff, all the frontline people who are really working hard to keep us safe. So this is our gratitude for today. So today's focus on meditation is loving kindness. Because loving kindness is something that becomes a way of life if we regularly practice it. And you can find more and more things to be kinder to. You can find it easier to forgive others, to forgive yourself. So it's easier for you to ask forgiveness to anybody else. It's easier for you to seek forgiveness for yourself, because sometimes we're not very kind to ourselves. So for that reason. And then creating some more loving kindness to ourselves, and then loving kindness for others. Because just so you know, whatever goes around comes around, it's very clear. I've tried it many times, and when you have that anger emotion, we seem to just attract everything that makes us more angry, isn't it? And you might just want to go back and reflect a moment where you're really dwelling upon anger more and more, and you see everything makes you more angrier. Similarly is the peace, the love. If you're feeling love and you wake up to this beautiful morning, you see this nature, you see this sunshine and the greenery and all these beautiful things that we have in our life. If you start your day like that with gratitude to the universe, to say, hey, this is amazing, and really feel it rather than just saying it. Small things, gratitude towards very small things. So muscle relaxation, forgiveness practice, loving kindness to yourself, loving kindness to the world, loving kindness to everyone else. So this is our focus for today's session. So I would like you to choose a very comfortable position that feels right to you, and letting your body relax. It could be lying down, sitting, standing, just whichever. Sometimes a moving meditation feels good for some people. So just what feels right for you, whatever position is best for you, choosing that. And then creating some muscle relaxation, because this is again very basic thing. Muscle relaxation and your breath. And these two things are in your own hand, to be able to relax those muscles when you know that you're feeling tensed, you're feeling tight, or any emotion coming into your system. It is totally up to you to really change that emotion or rephrase it into a good one. Because sometimes people come and they say, but I don't seem to be getting any better. And then you're actually attracting that. So you have to say, no, I'm not going to say like that. But the truth is, every day I'm getting better every way. And you start saying it until it becomes your reality. Because our intentions create our reality. It is 100% true fact. So really being careful on what vibrations we send out to ourselves, to other people, what impressions we send out to other people, and that just changes the whole game. This is just unreal how we can transform ourselves, and it's a daily learning. It becomes a habit, and then you become a person who can easily influence others with your energy, with your presence, with your words, with just being a listener. So, and in the process you also take a lot from the world, because you, knowing and knowingly, you come across different energies, and energies which kind of energize you, energies which sometimes could be draining as well, energies which really feel that, oh, I really don't want to be near this energy, if you know what I mean. So deep inside, we want to be that person who is totally unaffected by all these energies. Your deeper core is like, I know there's a commotion, I accept there's a fear block, I know that I'm feeling angry or frustrated or anxious. I welcome this thought, and I consciously can let go, because I know that deep inside I am a beautiful, loving person. Deep inside I cannot be shaken with anything that doesn't solve a purpose to me. So let's find that position, creating muscle relaxation as the first part of the practice. Few deep breaths, maybe do an internal count, starting with in breath up to 4, out breath up to 4. Try to do that for 5 rounds. Just count yourself, your own rate and rhythm. You inhale, do 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 more times at your own pace. Just that. And you can try to go deeper or go longer every next round if you like. Beautiful inhale, beautiful exhale. Just absorbing this flow of the breath. In and out, in and out. Just bringing your awareness to your chest. How does your body react or feel with bringing loving kindness? What's happening around the belly, your solar plexus, your head? How are you reflecting this? And how are you reflecting on this particular topic, which is what I mean? Yeah. So just as you're breathing, just visualize what sensations are going on with your body, your belly. Is it going to be a positive or negative impact on your system, your belief systems around that? You're just being a very passive observer. And know that, like anything else, this also will pass. This phase of our life, this chaotic phase, and we're almost there. So visualize that breath. And also think about how you will feel when you have increased awareness of this loving kindness. When your heart is just full and overflowing with love towards others, love towards yourself. See how that moment will feel when you really create that true connection to yourself. It's beautiful. With a beautiful smile on your face, just Visualize all these things as you're breathing in and out and letting your shoulders drop beautifully. If you're sitting as well, just consciously make that effort. You drop those shoulders. Visualizing your spine now, getting comfortably relaxed, any tensions. And also visualize how you can apply some more mindfulness on this topic. Because it is very profound once we cultivate this loving kindness, bring it in our system to transform ourselves and to transform others around us. You're feeling that tug of gravity, irrespective of fact if you're sitting or lying down or standing. Just make sure you create a constant effort to soften the muscles. A quick scan from toes to head. And you're not holding to anything at all. You're just letting go. In day-to-day life, how we can bring more loving kindness. What does that mean to you? How is it going to affect you and others? And in a bigger picture, how is it going to affect the whole cosmos, the whole existence, the whole world? The next exhale, allow the pelvis to slowly release down, soften even more, letting go of the pelvic floor. And visualize every joint, because the hip joint is a bigger joint with few joints within it. So visualize all these joints, your sacroiliac, your ilioischial joint, and whatever smallest pubic region softening, pelvic organs softening and letting go. Softening the whole pelvis as you exhale. Softening the thighs, all the compartments of your thighs, letting go. Softening the knees, the shins, the calves, the ankles, the soles and the toes. The whole of the lower limb feels relaxed at this moment. And enjoy this relaxation of muscles, because as simple as it is very profound to what it can bring to you. So letting go of all the muscles, just feeling this softening. The whole back feels relaxed, the pelvis and the lower limbs. The shoulders are relaxed, and so are your arms, forearms, elbows, wrists. And visualize even those smallest joints, smaller joints around the fingers, completely relaxed. Let's bring the focus to the front of the body, where you find the visceral organs in the abdominal cavity. Just a quick focus on different organs, the position of your liver on the right, spleen on the left, kidneys on the sides, your stomach and pancreas just in the center, in the front. And the diaphragm between the lungs and the abdominal organs. Now as you inhale, the diaphragm moves, exhale, it moves as well. Just observing the diaphragmatic breath, the flow. Moving your focus to the chest now, just a gentle inflow and outflow of the breath, that gentle expansion of the lungs, and letting go the heart, letting go the ribs and the intercostals, and letting go. So enjoying this moment with yourself, self-cleansing, self-reflection, mindfulness. And an everyday practice of muscle relaxation is quite rewarding to yourself, to your system. Let's take the focus to the neck now. All the compartments of your neck, visualize them getting softened and relaxed. You're not holding on to any parts, you're just letting go, letting go. And if you observe different sensations of maybe tightness, any stress build up, you let go at this moment. Visualize the facial muscles now, keeping a gentle smile as you drop the jaws further down. You can actually breathe into the space of your TMJ, your mandible. Relax, softening the facial muscles, the muscles around your nose, mouth, ears, eyes. Visualize your lips, how they're gently pursed. The current taste in your mouth with your tongue, the taste buds. Any other sensations, maybe around your nostrils, you feel that inflow and outflow of the breath. And you might observe one nostril a bit more predominant at this moment, and in every moment you find one is dominant and one is recessive. With anything, we're not creating any impressions, we're just observing, we are relaxing, we are letting go. Just being very passive observer. The whole body is sinking down to the surface wherever you are. Just complete surrender, feeling the tug of gravity pulling you down, and you completely let go. Nothing that you're holding on to. Let's slowly bring the focus to your head now. The front of the head, top of the head, sides and the back of the head. Completely relax. The whole physical body now feels completely relaxed. And the mind becomes more clear as your physical body relaxes. Your nervous system creates this beautiful vision internally that everything is perfect, or everything is exactly how it's meant to be. No judgments, no labels, just observing. And it becomes clear like the water around the beach. The water, when all the sand settles in the wave, how beautiful, how clear the water becomes. So after muscle relaxation, your mind becomes really clear. Visualize that clarity. And nothing can affect when you're in this state. You can really try to now just clear anything from the past, any memories, any stressful situations, any fear blocks, any anger issues, irritability, agitation maybe. Just letting go. Anything that's not serving any purpose in your system, let go. Clearly create that intention to let go. Bringing more forgiveness now in our system, which is a conscious letting go of resentment towards yourself or towards others. Forgiveness is really huge. If there's something that you're holding on in your system for anybody else or yourself, it's just going to negatively create toxic energies in your system, pessimistic thoughts, anger builds up, so it doesn't serve you. So let's just reflect on the system. To who is it that we need to forgive? Is there a person, a situation, or somebody who have harmed you knowingly, unknowingly, intentionally, unintentionally? And see how we can send forgiveness to the universe now for our own cleansing, for our own clarity, for our own growth in that matter. So you're saying to yourself in a basic sentence, may I forgive others for hurting myself. May I forgive others for hurting myself. May I forgive others for hurting others. The first part is forgiving people out and about. The second part is seeking forgiveness from others. So again, visualize yourself with maybe closed eyes or just reflection on someone you might want to seek forgiveness. It could be as simple as, may others forgive me for hurting them. And again, you can be a bit more specific if you know the person, the situation. It's really great if you can really pinpoint. If not, just simple, may others forgive me for hurting them. May others forgive me for hurting them. So forgiveness from me to others. seeking forgiveness from others. And now may I forgive myself for hurting myself. May I forgive myself for hurting myself. May I forgive myself for hurting myself. Again, wherever you feel the scenario fits for you, sometimes all three, sometimes maybe two of them, sometimes one. And as we grow more and more, we'll be able to eliminate all these factors, because it will be very instant then. You'll see the situation, you'll face the situation, and you'll know exactly that this is where I need to ask forgiveness, or this is when I need to raise my energy bar higher so that I can forgive. And not dragging that luggage for the rest of the life. Because this is what happens when we are moving in the journey of life. All these pessimistic thought of angers, worries, traumas, anxiety can really drag us back. So it's like walking 4 steps forward and 2 steps back. So it's going to make your journey longer to where we really want to reach. So forgiveness, forgive and let go. And visualize how the weight could feel like off your shoulders now as you practice more forgiveness. In everyday practice, it becomes an instant action. It's very powerful. If there's any other person that comes to your mind specifically, try to really go in and create that forgiveness affirmations. And a universal line could be, I forgive everyone for everything. I forgive everyone for everything. Feeling much more lighter, much less weight on the shoulders. Beautiful smile. Try to create a beautiful smile as you're relaxing and your heart beautifully opens with love, forgiveness. And now let's say the words of loving kindness to yourself. The words of loving kindness. May I be safe. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be healthy. May I be happy. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be peaceful. May I give and receive love freely, fully, totally. May I give and receive love fully. May I be free from pain, suffering, or disease. May I be free from pain, suffering, and disease. And as you're creating this loving kindness affirmations for yourself, your physiology, your body physiology starts to change. The wiring of the brain, try to perceive all these new thoughts, and once they come into your center, the old thoughts, the limited beliefs, the limited perceptions will slowly go away. So may I be healthy, may I be happy, may I be safe, may I be disease-free, may I give and receive love, may I be peaceful. Just allow your heart to absorb all this beautiful, loving kindness to yourself. Loving kindness to yourself. And feel free to add on to any other words around that. If there's something that's felt like depleted in your system, try to add that word. Something that you're really craving in your life, something that that's really needed apart from what we've already discussed. So just try to add as many words as you like. So this is what we are really attracting today, is loving kindness to ourselves. May I be happy, healthy, safe, disease-free, free from sufferings, free from pain. May I heal more and more. Every day I heal more and more. Just bringing this self-love, kindness to yourself. And now, we're going to create this self-love, and now we're going to spread it out to others. So loving kindness to others. So similarly, as we said, the affirmations to ourselves, creating loving kindness, you can say them to others. May all beings be happy, healthy, and whole. So think about maybe your teachers, your mentors, your friends, your relatives, your pets. So sending this loving kindness towards their way. And just knowing that, how we discussed in the beginning, that whatever you're sending out comes back, and sometimes it comes in manyfold. So really being able to send out all the good so it all comes back to you. It's the best investment you can make. So a beautiful smile, just send this loving kindness to your family, to your friends, to your pets, to the neutral persons as well. Because we're really trying to create a beautiful, powerful energy bank here for the whole world. So sending this loving kindness to the neutral persons as well. And you might want to picture some neutral persons of your life, in your life. It could be somebody who really doesn't have a lot of influence on you, and similarly, other way. So just visualize those people and still send these loving kindness vibrations to those neutral people. And from there, this could be a the next level, we are really trying to send this loving kindness to maybe an unfriendly person, to somebody that you think you don't like. Sending loving kindness to any unfriendly person as well. So this is where we are really changing our dynamics inside, and that you become one with the source, where you're totally away from this feeling of mine or I or ego centers. You're just melting all these emotions out of the system now. So sending this loving kindness to unfriendly persons. You're sending this to all the persons without any discrimination. So visualize sending more and more of these loving kindness to all the living beings. And it could be just a blade of grass, just a plant, a tree, a piece of an animal maybe, and even non-living things, a piece of furniture. Just sending healing vibrations. Sending healing vibrations. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy and disease-free. May all the suffering end now. May everyone can give and receive love. And as you practice more and more of this loving kindness towards others, towards yourself, you really feel all the weight getting off your shoulders. And all your personal tensions, worries, stress, anxiety, they're all becoming more fluid now and just draining out of your system. It is very powerful. So letting go beautifully, maintaining that smile on your face as you let go of all these past memories of people or situations. People who have hurt you, people who you have hurt. To yourself, if you have felt that you have hurt yourself. Just letting go of all these emotions, and in exchange, every inhale you're bringing more compassion, more love, more gratitude, more empathy. Relax. It's beautiful waves of relaxation, touching your body from head to toes, and you're just enjoying these moments. And it's really powerful feeling. I'm totally connecting to you and feeling these emotions as well. We're just liberating ourselves from all these dualities of life, if you would. Pain, pleasure, good, bad, positive, negative. And just a perfect balance. Relax. Just enjoy a few moments of silence, absorbing this energy at different levels. Physical, mental, emotional, intellectual. It could be spiritual as well. Just wherever you want to keep that focus on. Observe a few minutes, absorbing. May I continue looking into my mind, constant growth within myself. May all the doubts clear. May I be happy in all the situations. May I be more compassionate and grateful. And visualize how your heart opens like a beautiful flower in trust. And you know how a flower doesn't compete with another flower. It just blooms, they just bloom. And everything has its own time. You know how nature has its own time for everything. A simple example is rising and setting of the sun. And nature has everything in slow pace. It just slows down, follows its pace, no rush, no worries. But we tend to go fast and fast, thinking, I hope I have more time. But remember that we are nature too. We just got to find our balance in things. Slow down when there is a chance. Reflect every day on yourself, to what you're attracting, where your intentions are taking you, where your affirmations are, what kind of energies you're attracting. And taking this intention as you slowly bring yourself back to awareness of this physical body, and taking these as you go to sleep tonight, observing this massive energy bank that we are creating by just sending these beautiful vibrations to the world. And collectively, we make a big difference. A beautiful night's sleep, waking up fresh, energetic, visualizing, welcoming more and more of the healing forces. And let's now slowly begin to deepen that breath. And just observe that gentle rise of the belly button, rise of the chest, collarbone spreading wider, every exhale sinking down. What a wonderful world. What a beautiful life. Slow movements to your fingers, your toes now. Legs together, hands by the side. And you can make your own way into a sitting position if you like, or just stay lying down and gently rub your palms with closed eyes. And a very soft touch to your eyes without any pressure, just letting that warmth travel into the eye muscles. A gentle massage to your cheeks, neck, shoulders, visualizing this beautiful energy for yourself and being very proud of what you have created today for yourself. And I thank you. I thank you for coming along as always, making a great effort. And have a beautiful night. To my beautiful friends in Australia and people watching from India, have a good afternoon. And people from America are just having a very early morning. So thank you one and all. I thoroughly enjoyed this practice with you today. I hope you did too. And I have to take this moment to say thank you for your beautiful donations who have already given their donations. It just fills my heart with your love and just gets me going, gets me motivated. So thank you so much, and share this with your friends if you can, and you're already following this page, which is great. Next week we're getting a bit more of the structure into specific focus on the yoga and meditation, so I'll be releasing that schedule out very soon. So until then, have a good afternoon, have a good night, take care, bye bye.